So I am in my 14th week of training, 14 weeks out from NPC Nationals, which is on November 22nd. Although really I only have 13 weeks of training left because I don't really count peak week. Peak week for me is more like week 0, because anything that you're going to do isn't really going to be anything. I mean, you can mess up peak week, I suppose, but like training wise, it's really not a thing. So yep, training is still good. Last Friday we played volleyball for PT and I got kneed really hard in the nerve cluster on the outside of my hip, so I was not able to do my PM quads and glutes workout last Friday, which was kind of disappointing. And I wanted to make it up over the weekend, but my hip hurt pretty bad, so I just decided to let that workout go. Otherwise for training though, this morning I did hamstrings and glutes, and it's fantastic, fantastic workout. Yesterday was chest and back, which was also good, although of course like my favorite workout days are my leg days, to be honest. Particularly for hamstrings, each day that I do hamstrings, which is Tuesday today, and I'll do it again on Friday. There are 2 exercises, one on each day, that I do. They're very similar, but I feel are, very effective. This morning, I got to do the barbell. The barbell hamstring raise, I believe is what it's called. And you have your back, your upper back, on a bench. You have a barbell against your pelvis, although I use the cushion that most people use for squatting. I put that on there, or you can wrap a towel around the bar, and all you do is flex until your body is parallel with the ground with the bar on your hips. So each time I've done the exercise, I've upped the weight a little bit. So today I did my 3 sets with 105 pounds. Fantastic exercise for the hamstrings and the glutes, especially like when you pause at the top of the rep and really activate all those muscle fibers, and I feel like a very deep burn there for the use of the muscles. The one I do on Friday is the barbell glute bridge, which is pretty much the same thing, but you do it from the ground. So I put the same pad around the bar, and I put a pad but on my back, or on the floor for my back, and I do the same thing. You raise until from your knees to your shoulders is a straight line. Pause and then come back down. So as I said, it's a fantastic exercise, especially for the hamstrings, and very much so for the glutes. So I've enjoyed throwing those into my workout plan. I would definitely recommend them if you haven't done them yet. As far as improving hamstrings and glutes. For quads, I do a lot of one-legged squats, which definitely helps balance out the way my quads and my glutes look aesthetically. And I also, one of my favorite ones for the glutes and the quads is the leg press, which I do from the side. So it's more of, makes me think of like a karate kick or something like that, but it's done from the side, and I have my shoulder against the seat, and I push that way and come back in, so it really targets the glutes and the quads. As far as training goes, this weekend, hopefully I should have some time, since I just finished up the hardest, well, not the hardest, but definitely one of the longest papers I've done in a while for my training here. I'm hoping to put together a video on my favorite leg exercises, period, and publish that to my YouTube page this weekend. So as far as food goes, diet goes, I had a serious jack up this weekend and bought things from the grocery store I wasn't supposed to, and ate them in ridiculous amounts. Kind of did that all on one day, thankfully, and I also managed to drink a gallon of water that day as well, so hopefully not too much stuck around, but there will be no more mistakes like that. Definitely felt really bad by the time I was done. It's just each time I've done competition prep, my husband's always, we've always been together, so he does a lot as far as like, especially taking care of me as far as like food and stuff goes, and he's almost always there when we go grocery shopping, so it kind of, I guess, keeps me in line, and I kind of lost that sense of accountability, I guess, for whatever reason at the grocery store this weekend. But, we talked and stuff, so I feel a bit better, and it definitely won't be happening again. You have to train and eat and sleep and drink water, like you want to win. And there's going to be someone out there, who doesn't make those same mistakes. And my nutrition is all the more important because I am pretty much just straight weightlifting twice a day, and then the only cardio I do is whenever we run or something for PRT. So my nutrition becomes all the more important because I'm not doing, copious amounts of cardio. But I guess the most important thing, that I took from the unfortunate dessert food experience was, it happened, but that doesn't mean that, I still, can't be my best on stage in, 14 weeks, 13 weeks of training left, 14 weeks till I'm on stage. It doesn't mean that I still can't be my best when I get up there. I just have to take the experience for what it was worth and, learn from it, not do it again, and just train and eat and sleep and drink water like I want to win. Supplementation, still keeping it pretty basic. I've got my whey protein powder, my glutamine, BCAAs, multivitamin, CLA, and fish oil. And then I'm still doubling up on the glutamine because that's worked out really well for me. Before I was doing that, like I could have muscle soreness in my legs for like 4 or 5 days, which was ridiculous. So it kept me from like working out really hard, and so then I'd feel like I wasn't really getting in a good workout. So that glutamine, yeah, definitely an advocate of it. And the symptoms of like overdosing are very mild. It'll be like gastrointestinal, like, not even distress, just probably like you might be a little bubbly or something, and then that it's too much for you, that your body's not using it, so you back off a little bit and adjust the dose from there. So it's not the same for everyone. I haven't had any issues taking in 20 milligrams or 20 grams of powdered glutamine every day. I do space it out, and I do work out twice a day, and lift weights twice a day, so that may account for that. I probably will not be taking, 20 grams, if I only work out. If I go back to working out once a day, I won't be doing that. It might, be 10 or maybe at the most 15. So yeah, so just looking forward to the week and, moving, just kind of moving things along, and looking forward to making my video hopefully this weekend so I can go ahead and edit it and post it. Yeah, so that's pretty much it, and that's how I'm looking at, ended week 15 last Friday and started week 14 on Saturday, so we're ready to go.